Hello Internet, I'm from the Internet and my name's Mr. Matt, and this week we're looking at another mobile title, Infinitode 2. Roll the titles.
Infinitode 2 is an action documentary RPG that focuses on the giant enemy toad that took over large sections of Scunthorpe back in 1832. Its infinite nature meaning that it could never truly be beaten, nor understood. Combat focuses on chaining up special attacks in an attempt to persuade the great toad to hop back a bit and stop bothering the locals. A sequel to the smash hit— wait a minute, this isn't that. Restart! Infinitode 2 is a tower defense RPG that was released on the 30th of May 2019 for Android. It's a follow-up to the previously released and also excellent Infinitode. The core concept is to stop various waves of enemies from getting to your goal, by setting up defensive turrets around the path that they will follow. As with most tower defense games, you have different towers for different jobs. The basic tower being a basic tower, snipers taking out one enemy with a strong but slow shot. The cannon firing big old cannonballs at groups of pests, spread shot, fanning out bullets taking out the quick ones, freezing towers to, well, keep your food fresh in the freezer, and also slow down enemies. The difference that this has over other tower defense games is the skill tree that is associated with almost everything in this game. You have a tech tree for each tower, the base stats of everything, the miners, and even the custom maps. We'll get on to those in a bit. Each tree is filled with different bits to level up, featuring different requirements, letting you develop the towers you like first before going for some of the others. Of course, things are locked away at first until you progress in the story. There's a new addition over the first game. There's a little story that pops up from time to time on the base levels and teases getting the keys to the city with the developer mode, which is also at the end of the tech tree rainbow. One of the things I really like about this system is how initially you use the tower in one way, such as the Tesla Tower, which fires out electricity in an area which damages a line of foes. Once you get the research complete to increase its maximum level up to 10, it unlocks the ability to get the non-selectable level 10 upgrade. As you play a map, towers have individual levels. These levels let you unlock a unique perk, such as turning your flamethrower turret into a freezing flame turret, which also stops it from inflicting burning damage but doesn't stop a freezing effect. At level 10 it unlocks a special additional one that is slightly different. Going back to the Tesla Tower, its level 10 generates a lightning orb, but only if there are no enemies around.
When you first start, you'll probably put Tesla towers quite near the start, quite near everything else. But later on, once you end up realising you end up having this ability, you end up building them further away, and then you end up having everything come towards those, get it up to level 10, and then build your fortifications back at the start again. It's these little touches which are really quite nice, as they end up making you evolve your gameplay styles as you end up progressing throughout it. There's a lot of settings and a lot of options you can deep dive into, and even if you end up getting to the right at the very end of the game, you can unlock the developer mode. However, I don't think all the requirements are now available for this, so you are going to be waiting a while until they end up letting you have the keys to the city.
The story hasn't got too much to it, but it's nice that there is one there. It's a shame that sometimes the subtitles get swallowed up by the information pane at the side, but it's a small gripe in the grand scheme of things. There are a ton of levels to play which ramp things up as you progress and let you gain access to more towers. Each section ends with a boss focus map where a larger big boy will come along to attempt to ruin your day. These add a moderate amount of challenge, and there is some variance in each of their styles, with one breaking up into smaller chunks that take big damage from one tower type and reduced for all the others.
It's a fantastic pick up and play title where you've only got a few minutes, you can just pick it up, start off a level and then come back to it later. It ends up having a really good quick return function where if you exit out of the game, or if you end up moving away from it, you can restore back to the state that you were at. There's sometimes a little bit of a delay from where you actually ended up being to what is actually saved in the cloud, but overall it's pretty good.
As a cheeky bonus, there is a full map editor which allows you to put together a map as complex or as easy as you want from the parts you obtain from the other modes. So at the start, you'll be building not a lot here, but after a while of playing, you'll be building crazy spiralling maps that will have a lot of bullets and exploding things all over it.
You can even end up spelling out rude words with them. That's always good.
If you like numbers, whoo boy, this game loves numbers. There are numbers for your resources, your levels, your upgrade levels, keys, map parts, more and more numbers, so many numbers.
Some might say an excessive amount of numbers. It's got numbers such as this one, and 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 this one. And how about this number? All of these numbers end up meaning something within the game, however, it can take a little while to end up learning what every single one means.
The game is free to play, so you'd expect there are a lot of monetization options, however, it never really feels forced. You can get currency in the game via it, but you'll be earning it pretty regularly anyway. You can get the loot boxes in game, but again, you'll get these pretty regularly, and the wait to open or decrypt them isn't too bad. The whole thing feels reasonable. The game hasn't been detrimentally affected by being free to play. The in-app purchases are a quick way to get further in it, but you really don't have to. It feels more like supporting the developer deal than I made the game more grindy to get your wallet. Also, it doesn't shove an advert in your face every 10 minutes. That's a bloody treat, that is.
Thoroughly recommend this title. It's been absolutely fun playing it, and I've had a blast playing it for the past year or so. They keep updating it with some new title updates and new features that they end up establishing. You can always end up seeing some of the new things that are going to be coming from the research trees, such as the Foundry, which apparently is going to be coming soon. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and see you again.
I'm going to go find that game about the Infinitode who ruined Scunthorpe.